Hello, everybody.
If you only knew.
Welcome to another episode of Perc Talk. My name is Sid. I'm with my boy Will. That is
So,
water neck, right?
bro.
I mean, so yeah, we're this is indoor season, baby.
Right?
We're
Full swing.
full swing. People have gone out. There are scores. Drum Rank has put out their week one numbers, and we are live and ready.
Folks already mad.
Folks are already mad. We got numbers and 37,000 point penalties and
Dang.
just
Like how? Like you like like everything fell over.
yeah. Well, some circuits don't. Well, let me rephrase that. Some circuits don't do penalties, timing penalties on the first week because they know people's shows are incomplete and things of that nature. But you can still catch a penalty for other things.
Other stuff.
A lot of other stuff. So I don't know what that particular penalty was for. Excuse me. But yeah, it was hefty.
How about 9 times out of 10, electronics.
Yeah, yeah. There was a group at the show we went to, and I talked to the director afterwards. He's like, "I checked the sound for the keyboards, but I didn't check the sound for the sound effects."
Mm.
And the sound effects was the thing that started the show. And at that moment, in my brain, live in that moment, I told myself, we need to practice what to do in case these quotes don't fire off.
You gotta have those run throughs.
So,
And a lot of people don't. But and then what do you expect? You better have you a mystique moment where they start whistling birds and remember that year?
I do.
First of all, that was brilliant of them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to talk about a response? Come on, man. That's real. Like you can't teach stuff like that sometimes.
No. So I told the kids when we got back Monday and reviewed tapes, I was like, oh, by the way, we're gonna practice how to get this show started in case something like that happens. Because the moment that you're not prepared for something like that to happen is when it'll happen. It's when you're over prepared when nothing will go wrong. But yeah, it was a thing.
And some of the best ways to teach it is to not tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Just do a run through, and maybe you, if you got some staff or get somebody there just to help you for a certain thing, and be like, hey, when during this part, this time I want you to just unplug the whole thing. Now, obviously, you could be risking something, but I mean, you want to talk about on the spot, a shock, culture shock, or if you got props, maybe somebody in the back or one of the staff members in the back, just push a prop out, or knock it over or something like, random things.
Yeah,
and don't tell them.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good thing to do, but there's a lot of stuff that people don't talk about. Sometimes our younger folks that aren't experienced don't think to do. It's not that they don't know, they don't want to do it. They just don't know how to do it. So it works that way. But we're gonna get into the reason why you're here. Why you follow us, if you follow us. Well, the reason why you clicked on this video, because you probably clicked on this video and said RCC 2025 lot video or something to that effect, and was like, "Ooh, I want to see what that's about." So you about to see what that's about, and we're about to see what that's about because I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, and I've only seen clips on Instagram.
So these are kind of reactions. It's kind of cool for us during the winter season because we can kind of see how the show progresses throughout the year because, most of the time groups don't have everything out this early. So we got groups that are that have dropped some stuff and looking forward to watching it. So we'll put the link in the description below from for it so you can watch it without us. One, you can watch it without us talking over it, and two, you can give the person who actually made the video some love and some credit for that too, because there's a lot of people doing the Lord's work by recording these.
Yes, sir. Literally.
So we don't live well. Will lives on the West Coast. I don't, but still quite a far away from some of these groups, like RCC, who we kind of talked about, got a huge penalty. I don't know what it was. So if you saw their score and was freaking out, that was why they had.
It's okay.
They had a big penalty. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. So, all right. So in just a second, we're gonna start the video. I'll say 3, 2, 1, play. I'll hit play, and then we'll get to it. So, 2025 RCC Drumline Scapper Show at Arcadia. There's some show excerpt. So, all right. And 3, 2, 1, play. First of all, a lot of men. This one's smoking.
Yeah. Real great.
Yeah, it was fuzzy. It's all right.
I really love their writing style.
Easy to listen to.
Come on, tennis.
That's nice jump.
It's so crazy seeing. I feel like the West Coast has just adopted like the SEV way of playing cymbals.
Yeah. It moves so well too. The California groups like Tennessee just to know how to articulate body movement and things of that nature.
I was about to say, okay, visual ensemble, I see y'all.
You're starting to see that more and more from groups now. And yes, we noticed the drum set player back there killing it.
Right. Hold on to it.
Yeah.
Take a shot from there.
It's tough.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nice though. I heard that ting tick ting ting. Okay.
I love this incorporation of bass and cymbals below. You get the tie timbre from the cymbals with the love from the bass. That's cool writing.
All on the move.
Mm-hmm.
That just looks like some back of the corner floor with the drum set all the way up front.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
They get a whole basketball court for a lot.
Right.
Okay, Mason. We need you.
Yeah, y'all eating too much right now. That's hard.
Okay, control.
Whew. Right.
That's sick. What are we doing?
Oh, this space.
Jeez.
The little.
That's nasty.
Like listen, bro. If music judges, okay, I'm not gonna start. I like that going into center from the front edge.
The same spot they got a little funny.
Yeah, it's that paradiddle.
With the auxiliary matching rhythmic content from the tunes. Kind of highlight what they were doing.
All right, RCC, man.
Yeah.
I've always said, man, I think people get too stuck in wanting to see thousands of notes and hard difficulty and stuff like that. And maybe it's a little bit of us being old and being in the game for so long and blah blah. I've said it a million times. I was like, look, man, we're not downgrading or anybody for that does it, because you gotta have your level of difficulty. We get that, but at the end of the day, man, these hardcore fast notes ain't really going to impress me if it ain't musically to something. Now, how you do those hard notes will change a lot, and I think that's why a lot of it changed with me, especially with Boston this year during drum corps. It was done so much more musically instead of it being battery and drum corps.
Yeah.
Or the rest of the corps. It wasn't such a distinct separation. But this, man, like you were going back and forth with it, with trying to match the front ensemble and hearing the stuff from the auxiliary with some of those snare breaks and the cymbals doing their little piece duet with the basses and stuff. How you write will matter to me more at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, think about it. What have we not heard rudimentally? We've heard it all rudimentally. Like, okay, you playing Flam Fives, you playing Cheesy, you playing Chuchadas, okay, and so, but how are you going to do all that? Who can be the most creative with all of that, and it just not be a bunch of notes that's being rammed, right? And at the end of the day, that stuff's gonna always impress me more because now you putting on a product. You want all that bunch of notes stuff. That's what I&E solos, in my opinion, are for.
Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, that's some really, really cool book. Like, those are the type of books that keep my attention when I'm watching an indoor show. If you're just constantly assaulting me with notes, at some point I just start blocking it out because it's like,
I'm about to say you start phasing a little bit. It's like because you're just like, God, do y'all breathe?
Yeah,
you know.
And there's a time and a place for density, and it's but I think sometimes you get, and this happens. I mean, in all marching band, drum corps, indoor drum line, heck, even concert percussion stuff. You'll see groups that just put notes on the page just to put notes on the page. It's like, it's like, why you don't need it. You don't need it. Your kids, and difficulty comes in more than just note density.
Yeah, that part, like that. Listen, and that's why I said what I said about that little tenor feature when it's all slow and modulated and controlled and stuff. I was like, listen, y'all, I don't think a lot of groups really understand that kind of difficult. Like, that's hard. And if you think it ain't, go ahead and teach your little high school line and see how they come out with it. You got 2 days to get it clean. Because if it's that easy, I'm only going to give you 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So that whole section right there, and I'm like, I really hope they get credit for that because are you kidding me?
Not only the musical space that they were doing, but they were not even halftime marching, like quarter time, whole time. Like, them feet was moving slow, and that body control, the lower body control with what they were doing musically in the hands. You will talk box 5, or there's not a box anymore, but that's hard.
Yeah.
Hard. Doing one of the other or the other is hard, but you're combining them.
Like somebody at RCC had a nightmare or something. It's like woke up and just wrote all that. It's like, wait a minute, y'all want us to do what?
So it's
that's why I said, man, these I don't know. Because again, that's like, we become old heads. And again, it's the same thing I said, we see certain things so many times, but can you recognize that like we recognize? Like, because I sat here, it was like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's tough. Like, that's tough. I'd almost rather try to clean 1,000 notes than that.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have been sitting there like, you want us to do what while doing what? Are you sure that you got the right people? You sure Jesus is not on the drum line?
Not the Lord.
Yeah. So, but that's the type of stuff, man, that makes me want to see that on the floor, even though we did see it on the floor because they had a full basketball court for a lot. But yeah, they move super well. I mean, there's some gray areas, but nothing that can't get clean. I don't think.
Oh no, not in their spectrum. Could not even none of the stuff that they play, especially as early as it is, and that's a good sign, if anything, because it gives you room to grow. The last thing you want to do is get boxed in and start piling stuff on top of stuff, and then jack up what you already had that was great.
Yep. For sure. So, I mean, I'm impressed. I can't wait to see and in like full context of what the front ensemble was doing. I could hear a little bit, but I'm sure there was a lot of some more intricate. We heard a lot of the accented stuff, so a lot of the stuff that was highlighting what the battery was doing from the front. But I'm sure there's some underlying things that are happening underneath that to kind of help propel the show forward. So, man, RCC, I'm looking forward to it. Let's try not to get a 35,000 point penalty again.
Please.
So we can.
Y'all go ahead, come with it.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and get a true read where you compare with everybody else. So, let us know in the comments down below what you think about RCC from so far. Or if you got any, if you want to try to catch anybody else, or if you have any, like, hey, these groups.
Like if you got your lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you got a line that's going on right now and y'all want to get a read on it early, hey, send us a link. We'll be more than happy to do it.
For sure. For sure. I mean, we won't beat it to shreds and everything like that because we know everybody out here.
This is garbage.
we know everybody out here trying to get their work on. So, so yeah. But you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So lots of places you can find us. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hopefully we'll have a few videos coming out with reacts and things like that as the season goes along. I think we can probably find a little bit of some time in a groove now that where we can, and some videos are starting to pop up. So
yeah,
we got some material to check out. So, well, you got anything else, man?
Oh man, everything's starting off hot, and I like it.
Yep.
That means it's no clear cut yet, and this is going to be very competitive.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so too. So for Will, my name is Sid. There's been another episode of On the Backhash Perc Talk. We'll catch you on the next one, all right? Peace.